Back in development, weekly stream episode 176. What is up? Yeah, we're going live here. Dwight. We had talked earlier. We didn't really know if we were going on tonight or not. I think that message was just him, or at least something like that. But yeah, he might jump in a little later. But yeah, guys, how y'all doing? It's just me seemingly for tonight, so I'm sorry. But I've got a bunch of updates to talk about with y'all, and I'm continuing to drill into the work on that page we were working on last week, but it's a little bit further along than you guys remember. So I'm going deep into that chamber back there with the nightmare eater, but we got the gate finished. It's all finished and detailed and highlighted and effected out. And the crystals are glowing and everything's looking good and starting to get all that denethite in there. So working in this area, getting all that. And then, of course, we still got the back of that to go. Some other things that happened. Did finally make an update. Woohoo! I'm still capable of doing something with that. But yeah, I made a big update, and actually, I'll go through that real quick before I get lost into that. What's up, Collision? How you doing? First and excited, yeah. And something else has happened. I've got a little tiny prototype over my shoulder, so we might dig into that here in a second. But the update looked like this. So I got this graph that I made for the update, which basically shows us where we're at currently. So the green bars represent how far along the art is for each page, and then the blue is the lettering. So that's what's up, Dwight? Yeah, see, I already told everyone it's probably my fault you're not here. What's up? Yeah, feel free to jump in. I sent you a link in case you could. But on this graph, like I was saying, guys, the green bars, the art, the blue bars, the letters. There he is. Let's just go ahead and do that. What's up, Dwight?
Thanks for
you're short. I had to aim a little lower.
I
guess. I don't know. I overshot.
Whatever.
What's up, dude? How you doing?
Well, we weren't doing it, then we are, then we not. But yeah, we are. All right, cool.
Yeah. What's up, Fred? Fred Worst? It's coming in good. It's coming in good. Anyway, I was going to go ahead and explain this.
Check out my melody. Check out my melody.
There you go. But yeah, guys, like I was saying, this graph right here represents how completed things are. The red check mark is, of course, completed. And completed is a little interesting because there's no really percentage or how far the bar fills up for completed. If I've said it's completed, it's completed. So it's a little misleading, but I did put it together just to quickly illustrate that real quick. But I showed you guys that image. I put in the update about the image that you guys have been seeing on the channel all the time. I flash it. I'm updating it as we get every page finished and stuff. Interestingly, I end up getting in touch with one of those big guys in comic books, around these parts, and bless his heart, I love him to death. He came in, he was like, your bubbles, like the lettering, the bubbles, it was a wrong font. The bubble design wasn't matching with the painter style of the art. And it is my first time doing letters. So
did his voice crack, or did he have an accent?
His voice cracked.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I know who it was.
So the idea here was I remember doing the letters based off of Scott Lobdell of the Superman comic from Mito Graffi, that Kenneth Rocafort did the art for. And that's kind of what I looked at and studied to get a lot of the technical stuff. And, Joe Catapano's over there going, yeah, make sure your tails are consistent and everything. So the other thing Joe was telling me about squishing the letters. And of course, I was squishing letters about 75% to try to give me more room for art.
You gotta get the kerning right, man. You can't be doing that stuff.
There's a rule called the 98% rule. And this is all on blandbot.com. You guys can go there. It's where, we get our fonts and stuff like that. At least for this book, that's where I grab my font. So it was that, not squishing them, finding the font that had a bit more character in it rather than the one I had. And then the bubbles themselves. It was like I had them with a black line stroke around, and it just lifted it up instead of made it part of the art, which this whole time I've been keeping it separate instinctually because that's what we do in video games with UI, on top of the screen. We have to, a lot of the time, treat it as if it's a separate piece of what's going on, behind it. So, but it was a great suggestion. I love the solution. It fits so much better now. So I did that night, stay up till about like 3 a.m, going back and redoing every page all the way up to where we are with the art. At least I still got to go beyond that.
We'll go back to the top,
but it looks great.
Go back to the top, and we broke 10K.
Yes, we did. Oh yeah, we didn't get to talk about that last time. Yeah, we broke 10K, guys. Yeah,
we broke 10K.
Yeah. Oh, that means there's going to be that the ARO print going in, and the other thing,
some Beckon underwear. We're doing
Beckon under. No,
we're doing some chonies.
No, some whitey tighties with the prints.
Yeah,
like the Ninja Turtle.
Headed to a Walmart near you.
But I did get a box from Critical Blast, and the coffee mug is dirty right now, but it is the ARO mug that he's got.
Dirty
it says, y'all need
mug?
what you have.
I got
a coffee mug. Yeah.
I got a buddy named Dirty, but it ain't a coffee mug.
Anyway, guys.
His last name's Sanchez, if that counts.
Brown knowing.
He's a good dude. He's a buddy of mine.
Oh.
He actually went to he actually deployed to Iraq at the same time I was over there.
What's up, American Comics?
It's pretty cool.
Cool. Hey, I'm Jet. What's up? Heck yeah, man. We just doing some
all right.
Work. Oh yeah.
So yeah, when we gonna see this Nightmare Eater just pop out, man?
Well, on the cover, in the double spread cover, it's actually the back of the book. The graphic on the back.
So you gotta wait for this to come out. It's coming.
Nah, in a few pages forward from where we are now. Actually. No, so we get these next couple pages done, and then we jump ahead 3 pages because those next 3 pages are finished. Except for
you
the
doing
lettering.
like a Tarantino comic book, man. Where like he's
no,
come on now.
I'm just working at it like that.
Let's talk about this for a second. We
can
go
what's
straight
up? Yeah, what's up, Jay Ryan? How you doing?
It wasn't memoirs. What the heck was it? Oh darn! What was that other movie?
Reservoir Dogs.
That went. Well, no, it wasn't Tarantino.
Memento.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
Is that an idea for the next book, man? Like have it.
No, I've said this before that Beckon's prologue is basic. It's a 3-part prologue, but it kind of almost works like the movie Babel, except instead of one event happening and then multiple vantage points going on, we're just gonna hit the same event chronologically, jumping between characters with each book. So this one's following Tempestro. The next book is still following Tempestro, but it ends up following Eulaphy, after that. And then the next book follows a character we're going to be introducing then. So,
all right. I was going to say, you got to chill a little bit. You're about to go full Flavor Flav on us. I mean, I saw the wiki about to happen.
Power Ranger swoosh noises. So there's something going on, guys. I might be a little bit more open about it either later on this show or next episode. But what has became something is I went ahead and made a mock-up of the book on a mini scale real quick just to see what it looked like with all the print and the detail with the pages that are finished to a certain point. So this is the little guy right here, and it holds the detail real well. The colors come out all right. Now, this print isn't by a printer that I'm going to. I just had to make this relatively fast. And like I said, I'll explain it a little bit maybe next week. But it turns out, everything's sitting nicely. The new letterboxes and bubbles look awesome. Yeah, it's kind of like a manga or ash can size, Jay Ryan. It is kind of that size. I wanted to really shrink it and see how far down when all the crosshatch just becomes a blend.
So you can't say little people, and you can't say what?
I don't know.
That turned out good. Yeah, that turned out good.
I mean, you can't see it all that well on screen.
How about this? That's the children's book size. That's for the nieces.
So the cross hatching blends together pretty much and makes a shade. You can't barely see the crosshatch marks at all.
Okay.
But that's because it's being condensed, So at the same time, that's gonna happen on the books that we'll be delivering. They are the current size books. So it is a lot of the crosshatch detail isn't going to stay crosshatchy when it gets printed like that, but it should retain a lot of it. I mean, we're doing what these guys normally scan at and then shrink down. So
I still say later we need to do a Gigantor book.
Yeah, we're gonna. Thanks, Jay.
For what you've done and the detail that you've gotten to, at some point, man, I think there could be some market to say, look, when everybody starts getting this in their hand to see what's there, right? They get the poster and go, oh, wow. I mean, that'd be, to me, full size, big ass coffee book table book.
Yeah. The guys at FedEx are like, did you draw this? I'm like, yeah. I gotta get it done real quick. Like, well, it's nuts. So I show them the campaign. That's
sure.
Cool. Let them know what everyone's doing around here and stuff. So.
Yeah, we're on a timetable.
Yeah, I was just saying. I was telling them, hey, we do comics around here. One of the guys were like that. They're like into comics and video games. So
that's cool.
I was like, yeah, this is what we're doing. But yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah,
they even trimmed it. So good guys up there have their names written on the receipt over here because I'm supposed to do the survey for them. But yeah,
give them a shout out for the 3 listeners that we got.
Well, we can get more watchers after that, dude.
Yeah, I know, but hey.
Anyway, yeah, guys. Like I said, I'll bring it back up. If you have checked your emails, if you have backed the campaign, there was an update that I made yesterday morning. So there's the graph that I made, or the chart rather, on where we are so far. The green bar represents the art, the blue bar represents the letters. In the update, again, there was a discussion about the bubbles and the styles that I did have, and now I've switched them into something that fits the artwork better. Again, thank you to that person who suggested. You're a design god. And all this has just been talking about, it's working, all that. But at the bottom here, and I do want to be clear about this, a printer has not been established at the time, which renders the shipping date late for all the packages. Right. So I wanted to let everyone know, earlier than later. And I believe if you've been watching the channel, you've heard me mention that the last couple, episodes. Even if it was, like I say in this, even if the art was done, to do the proper pre-press my first time, making sure I'm working the printer, do it all the right way, that time is lost on me right now. So we're just, I'm going to keep buckling down, do what I got to do, a lot of stuff. Again, like I said, it's all denethite from here on. The gate's finished. So
sweet.
The rest of the book is denethite. So it's just find that chill state and drill it out.
The hand glider magnet is finished.
Hand glider magnet?
Yeah.
What?
It looks like you stuck a bunch of flypaper all over the gate, and then a bunch of hand gliders landed and stuck to it. No?
Yeah, sure.
Just me. Just me.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, if you back out and show the gate, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you got.
It looks like a bunch of hang gliders. Like they didn't make it.
No, they hit the wall.
Yeah. They were trying to navigate it, man. They just didn't make the turn.
Those damn wingsuits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are getting crazy, man. The jetpacks and all that.
Oh
gosh.
Nice.
Like real world Iron Man stuff, man.
Oh yeah, the troops that are like jumping off the beach and then landing on a boat.
Well, man, there's
I
don't know if they're real, but have you seen the video? Like, I mean, the guy was actually actually levitating with the jetpack and landing on platforms. I mean, he was actually controlling ascent, descent.
You've seen the ones at their hands, slick. Right?
Yes,
and then they holster them and pick up the rifles.
But I mean, I don't know if that's just Unreal Engine trickery or is it real or not. I mean, that'd be wild.
Oh yeah, the facial animation thing.
Yeah, I was sending some of that over. Wild. So that the metahuman packs that they're doing, I think I'm waiting for that to get a little bit more polished, but man, they're starting to get some super cool stuff going with that. So
I just wonder what the ease of use is.
Honest, by this point, I'm sure there's a utility tool. I mean, that metahuman plug-in. I mean,
wonder how much goes into that though.
Right,
like whole teams are on.
But then turn around
subsurface
scattering. That's where we expand, and you've got someone that's their forte. I mean, like they're just sitting there doing characters and just bringing that to light.
So getting a good amount of my character development sheets done. Sweet.
Just straight giggity.
I know I posted it up there. I didn't say anything though. Oh yeah, dude. I love doing like exercises when I'm designing characters by like what would the catchphrase be for them. And then like a library of like little sayings that they commonly say. If you notice, like certain people, if you talk to them enough, they say similar things over and over again, almost like mantras. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting to start to take your world building information and tie that into your characters, like sayings or whatever, and you'll start to, if you can build enough of those, that gets a lot of world building out, as far as like how do people think about that particular aspect of a thing or whatever. So just, run wild with it. It's fun. It's fun. So yeah, we're seeing the back of the Nightmare Eater in this shot, because it's not really the reveal of it just yet. The next page turn actually gives him a pretty good reveal, and we were drawing on that a few episodes back.
I think that's the one I was thinking of, where you see him starting to go down the into the chamber, and you see Nightmare Eater in the back.
Yep. What the heck am I doing?
Other than it being a little bit more of an undertaking, man. Boy, if we got a 3D of that where Fisk could print that out and him.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
So, all right. I hope I'm not messing too much up, but like there's an amount of this that almost feels like Han in the Kryptonite chamber.
Oh, interesting. I never.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah. I never even thought of that.
That just kind of popped in, but almost.
It's similar. It's kind of like a hibernation state.
Yeah, like he's in that hibernation state in the Denethite, just kind of in a pose, just kind of waiting, and then like something's about to happen. But that kind of just popped in, but that's almost what it feels like.
Yeah, and that's kind of
with your own twist on it. But yeah.
The Jiri are also confused about it too. It's like, well, it's alive, but it's not interacting with us. And then I would point people to, well, what does a monk do when he's meditating? Hopefully, if he's doing it, what I believe is to be right, he's ignoring you.
Yeah, we have this being
pushing
that
all
keeps
that
asking for ham sandwiches, and it's built into the wall. We don't understand what to do. We just throw bananas at it.
We ran out of pigs. But nah, so I don't know what I was doing a second ago, and I still got to figure out exactly what I'm doing here. There's a whole platform in front of them, and I was about to cover all that up. Just because I'm thinking cover everything in Denethite.
Right.
Yeah. And this is what happens when you detail like I do. Because look what I'm talking about, how small it is.
Like,
look how small on the page. We're talking like smaller than a dime worth of detail and storytelling.
You're going to get through the book the second time and not even pay attention to what you've got going on.
The hope is that the story was at least interesting enough and holds enough, ease of read and information to go through it again and enjoy the artwork. Like go through it, see what things you can find in it. Like subliminally, I know there's all kinds of stuff. No penises, though. I'm pretty sure
that we know of. That doesn't mean
it doesn't mean they're not there.
Not intentional.
Yeah. Just joking.
You're joking that they're not in there. You're joking that you don't know.
I actually don't know, but they shouldn't be in there for obvious reasons.
So we need like a phallus editor.
No refunds incoming.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's not even. That's man. Gosh.
Well, I didn't think that's how I was going.
Now all of a sudden, someone's going to go through when we get the book. Someone's going to go through and be like, "There's 31."
Oh, I know.
And it's going to turn into a TikTok, and they'll be like, "There's 31 phalluses in this book." Oh my goodness, you would.
Well, there's a lot of spikes and like spires and stalactites. I mean, if the Little Mermaid, box art teaches us any
That
lessons.
was on purpose.
It's
That
being
wasn't
real
like
careful with things like
Disney
this.
didn't go, oops. Okay. You know? No. You like I don't think so.
So
that was on purpose.
Oh yeah, it's nuts. All nuts. But yeah, so I'm gonna move away from filling those gaps. So actually what inherently what I ended up doing here was just making the silhouette line stronger, which will lift it off of whatever detail I do back in there that represents the stage platform. But I gotta continue with more denatite.
So playing around with a little bit of that, like we were playing around with some materials and
yeah.
So it's interesting to see and think through what this stuff really is doing. So how do you convey some of the other stuff, or are we holding off to do a visual representation? Because when you were talking about some of the movement, I mean, are we able to convey any of that in here? Is it too early?
In the book?
Yeah.
Like to convey movement? Yeah. I had actually talked about that, I think, with you, but also a few others was like, you know, the whole thing with denatite is that it's a, hold on, let me get this art going.
Sure.
No, I'm just going to do it the old school way, or the architecture way. Never mind. So I can talk. Denatite, what were you saying? Sorry.
So it has movement.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
not
Yeah.
just static.
Right. It is constantly moving. It is alive. So it constantly moves, but at the same time, you can't show that kind of subtle movement, I'm guessing, or at least I haven't. You can, but like not in the way that I'm taught. It's like a lot of people keep saying, ooh, like a slime mold. You know, it's just kind of slowly shifting. But I'm thinking it's not like, it's kind of got this exoskeleton like hardness to it, but it gnarls and twists in on itself like constantly. So it's tightening, and you know, you can almost hear it like crunching, like wood hardening and stuff. Yeah. You know, oh, what's up, Kenton? What's up, buddy? Yeah. What's up, dude? So in that vein, it's also, you know, like I was saying, like a beetle exoskeleton, but it's got moving parts inside it. It's got like flesh inside of it. It's got egg sacs and like serum like glands and like stingers, and you know, so this is a living form of such, and it is, you know, parasitic. It tries to grow on things, infect them, become part of them, like a host, you know, and just living off of it. So
but I guess,
but yeah, how do you do that with a comic book? Show the movement is you kind of go, thank God it moves, because trying to make all this detail consistent panel by panel, if you really wanted to measure it all and stuff, be a tall order. It's a tall ask for anyone to do. Even me, I'm psycho. Look at all the detail, and I don't think I'd try.
I get that. I mean, I was trying to put some movement in the material to get it
so with that,
to crawl a little bit.
Yeah. So with that, what we would be doing,
it's going to be interesting.
We'd be using a base texture that we would be then extruding a height map off of, and that's going to be based on a mesh, and depending what kind of effects we can get with a mesh that constantly is shifting and moving, I don't know, but animated textures with bump maps can get a lot of the job done. So
I'm trying to think of what it would be similar to almost try to research, like not necessarily lava, but I mean
Yeah,
something
that's a
would
good one to
be
look at because it has
something that's
cracks, it
gonna
has
yeah, it's gonna
dimensions. Yeah,
crawl, it's gonna change, it's not gonna
got lighting
be
effects. Yeah,
it's not gonna be uniform, you know, it's gonna it's gonna morph and twist and change and manipulate. And I think I wonder if we're close on what I already put together. The trick was I didn't have the bump map. I didn't have
right, right.
um,
Yep, that's
the
the trick.
actual bumps to put in it. Because if it
Mhm.
had those, makes me wonder.
Okay. So
But I
now,
think it just what I'm after is there's so many other pieces to the story, the environment, the world that may or may not get fully conveyed in this book,
oh
you know?
heck no.
And so
No.
just the tip of the iceberg as far as
That's
what we're trying to get put out there. And so to kind of so, to kind of go back and re-explain a little of where our heads were is we put the game together and Jeremy and I put together the prototype and got it put out and released. And so with doing that, it was to get, hey, this is where our head is going. This is the direction we're looking. These are some of the ideas we've got. What do you think? Do you like it? Do you not? And then it was, hey, we've got some response to it, not exactly what we were wanting, but then again, a lot of the response has been positive. It's been good.
mm-hmm.
And then most of the negative to it has just been editing tweaks of voice
Voice acting.
acting, you know what I mean, like we get that,
Yeah.
cool. And if that's really what you're going to beat us up on is maybe some simplistic piece of this or some stuff of that, but we released it free. We released it free to the public worldwide, like international. And that's what you've got to come at us with. Cool, I can handle that.
Yeah.
It wasn't a absolute, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing ever. But
Nah, that was everyone that ended up playing it and dying a few times and getting over that fact, then
yeah,
getting the rhythm. They go, I never played anything like this, but it's fun. This is cool.
sure.
And again, you with game testing, either people like it or they don't. And trust me, I've had friends play it and parents play it and everything. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes there's bugs. You get some bad experiences. Sometimes it doesn't always go perfectly, but at the same time, it's still pretty cool. And so then like they end up liking it is basically where I'm getting that. Like the people that end up getting through it without the bugs and all that stuff happening, like they're going, dude, this is wicked cool. And a lot of those guys end up, somebody else behind them going, I want to play it. I want to play it.
Yeah.
So they don't even get to the end parts.
And then where I'm headed with that is it was okay. Like the funding didn't. The funding didn't quite come through. Okay, cool. And then what about we do a comic book and then start getting some of the story, start getting some actual some people thinking about the characters and getting a connection. And it's almost like we felt like the connection wasn't quite happening with the with the game. They were liking some of the mechanics, but they weren't quite getting enough to start really getting.
I wasn't really given enough either.
Yeah,
I wasn't really story wise and all that. I was
and we weren't. We were most like, hey, is this fun or not? We'll backfill the rest. But then all of a sudden, it's hey, well, why why don't we look at doing a book? And so
And Joe was a big hit on that when he was doing Star Circuit, and we were doing the comic. You know, me and him both looking at each other over what he's doing, and I said, "Dude, I should be doing a comic." He was like, "It'd be awesome. You could." So,
and here we are. And,
yeah,
and so
here we are.
we had that discussion. We brainstormed it. We thought about it. You know,
Mhm.
do we want to go down this rabbit hole? And it's like, you know what? Yes, let's put forth that effort. Let's make that happen. And then all of a sudden, some pieces start falling into play. We ended up also getting involved in a group of like-minded professionals trying to do something very similar in an artistic way using comic books, and then here we are.
Mhm.
And I'm just blown away to the thought that we could turn around, man. You could do an 11 by 17 book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like by the time this is done, and I've complained and just razzed you a million times about the detail and the layers and how long this is taking. But man, it's because of the amount of effort that I'm seeing and the amount of capability that you're putting to this. And that's what I want to finally get to see. I want you to be able to hold this in your hand and be able to say, look, man, this is
that little book is
that's a piece, right? That's like just that's the start, and that's a teaser, okay. And then once that's there, you and I've talked about some other things that I'm not going to get into here, that are some enhancements and some other stuff that we've got, more ideas that we've got coming, more creativity that comes along with this. And everybody's going, why in the world are you sitting here with a 1 pixel brush sitting there, or a pencil, you know, a fine tip pencil, putting all this together? And the reason why is because when we finally get this done, get it to print, or want to do something later and revisit and blow up and expand and make something else, but scale it up, we can.
Yeah. Again, this little tester thing it was really cool to hold some of these finished pages and go, what?
Almost looks like you should be riding a 10-speed in a white shirt with black pants and a backpack.
What do you mean?
Never mind. You don't have those there? Okay, never mind.
You talk about like the
looks like those little pamphlets. Those little pamphlets. Those guys that come to your door and ask if you want.
Yeah, the little tracks. Yeah, that's great. What's up, Crazy Man? Good to see you, bro. Yeah. What's up?
Out here, they're Mormon. They all got white shirts and black pants and backpack, and they're riding on bikes.
I just hope the Scientologists don't start doing that.
They may. But they
start
won't
doing
be on 10 speeds.
Their own stunts, their own Tom Cruise stunts on their bikes.
They won't be on 10 speeds. They'll be on hoverboards. And they'll like float up to your, you know. Yeah. They'll be kind of hovering, be like, "Whoa, wait a minute! Yeah, we're from Zion."
Yeah, but they're like the rolling hoverboards, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like, unless they're real. I mean, if Scientology was real, it'd be actual.
We might have alien bodies in tech hidden. We don't know, you know. If someone was gonna get it, I think Tom Cruise would.
They just all got stuck in Florida. Aliens are real, and they love alligators in the Everglades. This next up on
Flick and Dip.
The noodle champion of the world turns out to be an alien.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Hannah Baron, the alien.
Oh man. Waylon, tell us how you do it. Well, I just hop on down there in the hole and I just stick on my arm up in there, and as far as it'll go, and I just pull out whatever comes out.
Oh, what's up, Hockey? Good day, sir. How you doing? What's your operating theta level? That's funny.
I don't even know what that means.
I do.
Pardon me for not reading the book.
You should. You shouldn't. Just stay
I
away.
really shouldn't. I mean, yeah.
Read my book. But yeah, I mean, nice beaches out here, dude. When are you coming? And again, I'm gonna start telling you guys, leave me the hell alone. I got a book to finish.
No kidding. So, I mean, I was back there in January, so it's probably going to be a little bit.
All right.
What you need to do is probably try to make your way up for Thanksgiving if you can.
The turkeys get crazy around that time.
If we can work that out, because that
would start jumping out in front of cars. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Hitting turkeys probably ain't like hitting deer. It's probably not the same.
In Kentucky, I guess the rubber makes them both taste kind of similar.
You probably wouldn't know the difference.
If
it was seasoned right, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, if you spun out right after hitting it, kind of peppers it up nicely.
That is one of those where I don't. Good news, I moved away. I don't sit there and hunt roadkill to make dinner. You know. And honestly, I don't even think about it. I don't drive down the road and be like, oh, hey, look at that.
That'd be a fun VR game to develop with Unreal 5.
The
Roadkill Chef.
Oh, no. No, I'm good. I'm just going to sit that one out.
Yeah. That'd be good. You got to back over the turkey tenderizer.
You can't do that. You back over it, it's destroyed. That's just going to be full-on buzzard meat after you're done.
Oh, yeah. Hockey had Joe Sontag over there on his doodle show, his sketch show, his fun show. He's doing good, man. Looks like it. Good spirits, all that. His hand keeps drawing, which is half the battle.
Yeah.
So, guys, go over to Hockey, sub over there if you haven't. Good stuffs. But yeah.
Where'd the platform go?
What platform? I'm moving away from that area right now. Because I'm trying to kind of do anti-Moses and join this render to this render right through here. And if I can get that completed, then my brain goes, oh, well, just follow this around and finish it, you know, kind of in a spiral fashion.
Must be kind of a Devanis thing. You start kind of working in one spot and then go look at a different one and come back to it later.
Yep. And there's a reason for that. I mean, you never get bored working on something because there's always something over here to kind of get your hand moving a different way or your brain thinking a slightly different way. And then when you're bored with that, jump back over to the next thing. You know, the real hard thing is keeping your rules intact for each area, each space, or each task, you know, is being able to switch it up on the fly like that. But
yes, it's Beckoned Race Course. That's the book we're working on. for sure.
Yeah. That can bring
So-
colors.
Certainly.
No, hockey. It's not all about politics, man. Just joking. I called Joe's Space Race Star Circuit. I was trying to get that catching on. Didn't work. I wonder when he's gonna be a black belt. He's been doing that karate stuff for
It's
a
gonna,
minute.
it's gonna be a little bit. Like, when's he actually gonna be a threat to you? How about that? How about that?
I don't know. I know rule number 1: don't wear a tie around a guy who does jiu-jitsu. So,
Right.
and I don't wear a tie.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. The other thing is make sure you're up on your shots, because ringworm is rampant around those guys.
Don't give them weapons.
Oh, I'm actually no. Like I like a person to overcommit when they have a weapon. I'm actually comfortable with an overcommitment. Yeah.
And then maybe stay away from the cauliflower ear too. They're probably pretty bad about that too.
A person with a weapon is usually overconfident. If you use your leverage right and don't waste your time. I mean, run, first of all, run. But if you can't, you know.
Okay, Seagal. I like to watch him.
Dude, he sits down when he fights in his movies now. Don't even get me started.
Show up with a weapon and let me see what you're going to do with it.
Like watching him run's hilarious. Watching him sit down and fight's hilarious. And some people like Seagal. I get it, you know.
How tall is he? Like 6'5", 6'6" or so? He's like pretty tall.
I'm 6'4", and I think he's one of the bigger guys. I think someone said.
But he fights before. Like a guy with no neck. You know, like he doesn't really
doesn't turn. You know? Like Batman neck. Yeah.
Alfred, I'm having problems. I'm not able to turn with the guy right now.
Have you put on Benghazi? Icy hot patch?
I would laugh my ass off if Steven Seagal was like, Alfred, send me the Batwing.
Oh no, that's what we need. Is a
that's how you
Seagal
defeat him. You've got to shake him up, man. You got to wear a clip-on tie.
Yeah, no, I thought about that before. Is a clip-on tie?
Throw him off. You know, like throw him a curveball real quick. They'd be like, all right.
But then now they have a weapon. You know, now they have a weapon. That means if I throw a punch or something, it's
I don't know. I've not seen Jason Statham like whoop a dude's ass with a clip-on tie.
Clip-on
you know,
tie.
like that might be a.
I mean, you'd pull it taut that way. Then coming in, you would grab it, and but
I guess. But no. I mean, you got to be a bad dude, I guess, to
pizza clip-on tie.
The clip-on tie. I mean, that's some hard.
For you action comic book writers, that's a good scene.
That's higher level right there. You know.
Yeah, well, that's like the Joker pencil trick, you know.
Oh, no. I mean, John Wick, okay, with a pencil, but can he kill you with a clip-on tie? That might be. Oh, John Wick 5. Here we go.
Yeah, he hasn't killed someone with a clip-on tie yet.
I don't think so. No,
wow.
A pencil. A freaking pencil.
Well, so Mark McKite is the guy that's always on the Forged in Fire show. He's a weapons specialist, but improvised weapons specialist. I really like that aspect of it. Mark McKite, it will kill. That guy.
Oh, Doug.
Doug Markita. Sorry, Mark Markita.
Seriously, you don't even know who you're talking about.
Sorry, Doug Markita. Might be.
Somebody edit that out. We can't
have that. I got the last name. Anyway.
There's not even a mic on that show. I mean,
I'm sure there's been a mic. I'm sure there's been a mic once or twice
Will
that's run
Willis.
through there.
There's Doug Marcaida.
I'm talking about the
There's
contestants.
Dave Baker. And
I was in the trenches at Normandy. A clip-on tie would be all the weapon I needed.
and not Jay
It's common
Johnson.
because all cops wear clip-on ties. Oh, I did not know that.
Jay, what's his nuts?
I killed 10 men with only a clip-on tie. That's great.
And the last one choked on it.
Now, if it's a polka, do you want to get choked out with a polka dot?
It's got to be a pink one, man. A pink clip-on tie.
It's salmon. It's not pink. It's salmon. Later, hockey. What has he got? Go. Need to have a shower.
Yeah. He said after talking to you, he needed a shower. Better make it a cold one.
I bet you he wears a top hat in the shower too.
Better, and a clip-on tie.
Yeah, the bow tie. Yeah. Well, what's he clipping it to? Just
clip on bow tie while he's in the shower.
Yeah. Anyway, enjoy your shower, hockey. While we all visualize that now.
Make it a cold one.
Make it a cold one.
Alfred, there's no hot water in the shower.
Oh, all the dead horses.
no clip-on ties. He says he ties all of his by hand.
Oh yeah, classy. Yeah, classy. Yeah. I'd expect that. Better watch out for Joe then. Put you on those chokeholds.
Yeah, one day maybe Catapano will be full on Norris. We'll see. We need to start.
Eyes of a string, ranger are upon me.
We need to start doing like instead of Chuck Norris jokes, we need to do Catapano jokes.
When the aliens share their technology with us, we're going to share Chuck Norris.
Catapano doesn't teabag anyone. He potato sacks them.
Oh, I see what you're doing now. Nice.
What was it? Catapano died once. What? Oh man, I lost that. What was it? It was like Chuck Norris died once, and then he woke up, or something. It was something stupid. It was really bad. I'll take it back.
Death smiles at Joe Catapano.
We need to edit that out.
Stop messing up so I don't have to edit so much.
No kidding. That's terrible.
Have I ever edited anything that we've done live?
Oh man, I'm losing all my Chuck Norris jokes. I had them; they were keyed up, they were ready to go, and then
that's what happens when you get nervous.
I'm really not nervous. There's just
you go blank.
I just got brain freeze for some reason.
Diabetes.
Yeah.
Walter Brimley. You say Chuck Norris, and I start thinking Walter. See Walter.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Walker, Texas Ranger, because it's the movie Sidekicks. That's the only thing I remember, seeing him in. I know he did all those war movies and, like, Lone Wolf McQuade and all that. I know that, but I still just see him as like Walker. No responses, huh?
All right, so. Time waits for no man unless that man is Catapano. If you spell Catapano in Scrabble, you win. forever.
Yeah.
Catapano breathes air 5 times a day. In the beginning, there was nothing. Then Catapano roundhouse kicked nothing and told him to get a job.
Nice.
When God said, "Let there be light," Catapano said, "Say please." Catapano
wait a
has
minute. Karate Putin. Remember,
no, it's
he's
not
a
corrupt.
he's a lookalike.
Catapano has a mug of nails instead of coffee in the morning.
Nice. Fiber takes a Catapano pill.
Hey. The dinosaurs looked at Catapano the wrong way once, and you know what happened to them.
Well, yeah.
Catapano's tears cure cancer. Too bad he's never cried.
All right. Next one is the last one. Make sure it's a banger.
Oh, come on, man.
We can't close out our show with 5 minutes of Catapano replacing, Chuck Norris. That's not how we work. Come on. We're better than that. Come on.
Catapano does not sleep. He waits. One day he will live up to those statements.
Yeah, I wonder how we test them. I want to design an obstacle course.
Chuck Norris can dribble a bowling ball.
All right. Well, as you guys can see, Denethite is a flow state that takes you a few minutes to get on a roll and moving, but as its nature, it slowly crawls across the page, filling up all the empty gaps. And then I got to go back and highlight all that negative space. What I mean by negative space is the lines that I didn't make. So areas
black
like
matter. The dark matter
here,
right,
and
dark
here.
That's what NASA
Those
says.
areas get highlights, as you guys seen me do before. What did you say? Black matter, dark matter? What are you talking about?
Dark matter.
It doesn't matter. Oh,
dark matter.
Not dark matter, but yeah, everything gets these highlights. You guys have seen me pop on everything. It lifts it up, keeps the dimensionality. I can control the light and the gradients a little bit more by doing that, but it's just these edges that end up catching light coming off the nightmare eaters, luminescence. But yeah, so after that stuff gets drawn, you all see me do the highlights. That all pops out. Sorry we didn't get that much further in this, but like I said at the beginning of this episode, if you've reached it here, we made the update on the campaign. I'll show that one more time. We did an update. Yeah, so there's the chart that kind of lets you know how far along we are with the art and the letters of the book. I go down and describe, a couple of the things that's been going on here recently as far as the art and letters and bubbles. But yeah, and letting you guys know right there, printer's not been established, so ship date's late for all the packages. Letting you all know now rather than later. We're working on getting everything going, as you see. So we love you guys. That's about all I got for today. What about you, Broseph?
That is it. We out.
All right, guys. We love you. Thanks for chilling with us, and thanks for all y'all support. Go out there. I think a Bancroft might be running some shows tonight, as he always does. Maybe
like
not.
and share, subscribe.
You guys know the circles. You know the circles. Get into it. Yeah.
Pick yourself up a book if you ain't picked one up.
Oh yeah. That, like I said, they here. Let me go big screen. So if anyone missed that, dude, did a little prototype, little mini version of it, and it looks nuts. It looks good. I'm stoked. I'm hyped up about it. So yeah. That was just a test print, guys. Don't get too excited. But yeah, you guys, you all have a good one. Enjoy yourselves out there. Yeah, we'll see you later. See you possibly next week. All right.
Enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself. All right. I'm trying to find the trailer. All right, later, guys. Love you. Bye.